Ramadan, a special month, a time of reflection. It is a period that holds immense spiritual significance for Muslims around the world. During this month, the faithful engage in practices that bring them closer to their faith and to each other. A time for Muslims to renew their faith. They immerse themselves in prayer, seeking a deeper connection with God. The mosque becomes a central place of gathering, where the community comes together in worship and devotion. Muslims fast from dawn until dusk. This fast, known as Psalm, is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is a test of self-discipline and a means to purify the soul. The day begins with Suhoor, a pre-dawn meal that provides the necessary sustenance for the day ahead. They abstain from food and drink. This act of fasting is not just about refraining from physical nourishment, but also about avoiding negative behaviors and thoughts. It is a holistic approach to self-restraint and spiritual growth. They focus on prayer and good deeds. Acts of charity, known as zakat, are emphasized during this time. Muslims are encouraged to give to those in need, fostering a sense of community and compassion. Ramadan is a time for spiritual growth. The nights are filled with Taraweeh prayers, special prayers that are performed only during Ramadan. These prayers offer an opportunity for reflection and a deeper understanding of the Quran. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. It is a month that moves through the seasons, as the Islamic calendar is lunar. This means that Ramadan can fall in any season, bringing unique challenges and blessings each year. It is a time of great significance for Muslims worldwide. No matter where they are, Muslims observe Ramadan with a shared sense of purpose and devotion. It is a unifying experience that transcends borders and cultures. The Quran, Islam's holy book, was revealed during this month. This revelation is commemorated with increased recitation and study of the Quran. Muslims believe that the Quran provides guidance and wisdom for all aspects of life. It is a time to reflect on the teachings of Islam. Muslims take this opportunity to deepen their understanding of their faith and to implement its teachings in their daily lives. Muslims strive to live by these teachings. The emphasis on good deeds and moral conduct is heightened during Ramadan, as believers seek to embody the principles of their faith. Ramadan is a time for forgiveness. It is a time to seek forgiveness from God for past mistakes and to forgive others. This act of seeking and granting forgiveness helps to cleanse the heart and soul. Muslims seek forgiveness from God. They engage in sincere prayer and supplication, asking for mercy and guidance. This spiritual cleansing is a cornerstone of the Ramadan experience. They also seek forgiveness from others. Mending relationships and resolving conflicts are important aspects of Ramadan. It is a time to heal and to strengthen bonds with family and friends. It is a time to let go of anger and resentment. Holding on to negative emotions can be a barrier to spiritual growth. Ramadan encourages believers to release these feelings and to embrace a more peaceful state of mind. Ramadan is a time for peace and reconciliation. It is a time to foster harmony within oneself and with others. The spirit of Ramadan is one of unity and understanding. Ramadan is a time for family and community. Muslims gather together. The breaking of the fast, known as Iftar, is a communal event that brings families and communities together. It is a time to share food, stories, and prayers. They break their fast together. They pray together. The sense of togetherness is palpable, as everyone shares in the joy and blessings of Ramadan. Ramadan strengthens the bonds of family and community. It is a time to reconnect with loved ones and to build lasting memories. The spirit of Ramadan leaves a lasting impact, fostering a sense of unity and love that extends beyond the month itself. Islam is built on 5 pillars. These pillars are the core principles that every Muslim strives to live by, forming the foundation of their faith and practice. These pillars are the foundation of Muslim life. They encompass the essential acts of worship and the framework for a Muslim's relationship with God and the community. They are faith, prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage. These pillars guide Muslims in their daily lives, providing a spiritual and ethical compass. They bring them closer to God. By adhering to these pillars, Muslims cultivate a deep sense of spirituality and connection with the divine. The first pillar is faith. This is the declaration of belief in the oneness of God and the prophethood of Muhammad. Muslims believe in one God, Allah. This monotheistic belief is central to Islam and is expressed through the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith. They believe that Muhammad is his prophet. Muhammad is considered the final prophet in a long line of messengers sent by God to guide humanity. This belief guides their lives, it shapes their values, actions, and interactions with others, fostering a sense of unity and purpose. The second pillar is prayer. Prayer, or salah, is a direct link between the worshipper and God. Muslims pray 5 times a day. These prayers are performed at specific times: dawn, midday, afternoon, sunset, and evening. They pray at dawn, midday, afternoon, sunset, and evening. Each prayer serves as a reminder of their faith and devotion. Prayer connects them with God. It is a time for reflection, supplication, and seeking guidance. The third pillar is charity. Known as zakat, it is a means of redistributing wealth within the Muslim community. Muslims give to the poor and needy. This act of giving is not just a duty but a way to purify one's wealth and fasting. During the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn until dusk. Muslims fast during the month of Ramadan. This fast, known as Psalm, is a time for self-discipline, reflection, and spiritual growth. They abstain from food and drink from dawn until dusk. Fasting teaches them self-discipline. It also fosters empathy for the less fortunate and strengthens community bonds. The fifth pillar is pilgrimage. This is the Hajj, a journey to the holy city of Mecca that every Muslim must undertake at least once in their lifetime if they are able. Muslims who are able make a pilgrimage to Mecca. This pilgrimage is a profound spiritual journey that represents the unity of Muslims worldwide. This pilgrimage is called the Hajj. It involves a series of rituals performed over several days, commemorating the actions of the Prophet Abraham and his family. It is a once-in-a-lifetime journey. The Hajj is a time for Muslims to seek forgiveness, renew their faith, and demonstrate their submission to God. Fasting is more than abstaining from food. It is a spiritual journey. It is a time to purify the heart and mind. Fasting teaches self-control. When we fast, we feel hunger. We feel thirst. This reminds us of those less fortunate. We develop empathy for the poor and needy. We are grateful for what we have. Fasting teaches us patience. We learn to control our desires. We learn to delay gratification. This patience extends to other areas of our lives. Fasting is a time for spirit. We seek His forgiveness. Ramadan is a special time. It is a time of spiritual renewal. It is a time for community and family. Muslims experience the spirit of Ramadan in many ways. Ramadan is a time for generosity. Muslims give to charity. They help those in need. They share their blessings with others. Ramadan is a time for forgiveness. Muslims seek forgiveness from God. They also forgive others. They let go of anger and resentment. Ramadan is a time for peace. Muslims strive to live in peace. They promote peace in their communities. They pray for peace in the world. Section 5. A time for giving. Charity is important during Ramadan. It is a time to share our blessings with others. Giving to charity purifies our wealth. It brings us closer to God. Zakat is a form of charity. It is obligatory for Muslims who can afford it. Zakat is calculated as a percentage of one's wealth. It is given to the poor and needy. Sadaqah is another form of charity. It is voluntary charity. Muslims can give sadaqah at any time. Sadaqah can be in the form of money, food, or other necessities. Giving to charity benefits both the giver and the receiver. It purifies our wealth. It helps those in need. It brings us closer to God. Section 6. Ramadan around the world. Ramadan is observed by Muslims worldwide. It is a time of unity and celebration. Muslims from all walks of life come together during this holy month. In some countries, Ramadan is a public holiday. Businesses close early. People have more time to pray and spend time with family. The streets are decorated with lights and decorations. Special foods are prepared during Ramadan. Families break their fast together. They share meals with neighbors and friends. Ramadan is a time for feasting and celebration. Muslims pray in congregation during Ramadan. Mosques are filled with worshippers. People pray side by side. Ramadan strengthens the bonds of community. Section 7. Personal reflections. Ramadan is a time for personal reflection. It is a time to assess our lives. We ask ourselves, are we living our lives according to Islamic teachings? Ramadan is a time to break bad habits. We strive to give up bad habits. We try to replace them with good habits. We seek God's help in this process. Ramadan is a time to strengthen our relationship with God. We pray more often. We read the Quran more regularly. We seek His guidance in our lives. Ramadan is a time for spiritual growth. We emerge from Ramadan stronger in our faith. Legacy of Ramadan. Ramadan leaves a lasting impact on believers. It teaches us valuable lessons. These lessons stay with us long after Ramadan ends. Ramadan teaches us empathy. We experience hunger and thirst. We develop compassion for those who are less fortunate. We are more likely to help those in need. Ramadan teaches us self-discipline. We control our desires. We learn to delay gratification. This self-control extends to other areas of our lives. Ramadan teaches us gratitude. We appreciate the blessings in our lives. We are thankful for what we have. We are less likely to take things for granted. Section 9. Conclusion. The beauty of Ramadan. Ramadan is a beautiful month, cherished by millions of Muslims around the world. It is a time of deep spiritual reflection, where the faithful seek to strengthen their relationship with God. It is a time for spiritual renewal, community, and personal growth. During this holy month, Muslims come together in prayer, fasting, and acts of charity, fostering a sense of unity and brotherhood. It is a time to reflect on the blessings in our lives. As the sun sets and the call to prayer echoes, families gather to break their fast with a meal known as Iftar, sharing moments of gratitude and togetherness. It is a time to strive to be better Muslims. The pre-dawn meal, Suhoor, is a time of quiet reflection and preparation for the day's fast, reminding us of the importance of discipline and self-control. The beauty of Ramadan lies in its simplicity. The act of fasting from dawn to sunset teaches patience, humility, and empathy for those less fortunate. It is a time to focus on the essentials. Stripped of life's distractions, we are reminded of what truly matters: faith, family, and community. We fast, we pray, we give to charity, and we seek God's forgiveness. The nightly Taraweeh prayers are a special part of Ramadan, offering a chance to connect deeply with the Quran and its teachings. The beauty of Ramadan lies in its universality. No matter where you are in the world, the essence of Ramadan remains the same, bringing Muslims together in a shared experience of devotion and reflection. Muslims from all over the world observe this holy month. From bustling cities to quiet villages, the spirit of Ramadan transcends borders and cultures, uniting the global Muslim community. It is a time of unity and brotherhood. Community iftar events bring people together, fostering a sense of belonging and mutual support. The beauty of Ramadan lies in its transformative power. It is a time for personal growth and self